Welcome back to Video Village. I'm Greg.
I'm Des.
And today we are watching The Hunt for Red October. I have seen this movie. Des has not. So we'll start with Des. What do you think you know about this movie, and what do you know about this movie?
The thing I know is Sean Connery.
Okay.
And the thing I think I know is it's military.
Okay.
I think it's submarine.
Okay.
The end.
3 for 3. Not bad. Not bad. That's it? Okay.
That's it.
I do know a lot about this movie. I will not say much, but I think I can say some of this without spoiling it. I won't. This is a Tom Clancy book converted into a movie. So this is the first Tom Clancy book, which is why I'm a big fan. I love reading in general. I love the spy espionage genre. Tom Clancy is one of my favorites. I remember reading this book when I was way too young to understand almost half of it. I remember going to the movies to see this in the theater and being very excited. I was very young when this came out. Had to be around 8 or 9, around in that area. It's one of my earliest movies or memories of going to a movie theater to see it. And mainly because what I remember is we had this theater in our town that I guess at the time was like the nice theater. It was the biggest theater. The line for tickets wrapped all the way around this massive parking lot. Like it was an event movie. And it was weird because it was like a winter movie. It wasn't even like out in the summer. I just remember having to stand in line and the shows being sold out like 2 shows before us. Like we had to come back later in the day. It was crazy. So this was a big movie at the time. I won't say much more about it other than that. We will just dive right in and talk more about what I know at the end. But anyway, if you like what we're doing here, hit all those buttons down below. It helps us a lot. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe for sure. Leave a comment. If you really like what we're doing, consider joining our membership in Patreon, where you get all of these things earlier. You get our full uncut, unedited reactions. You get more interactions with us. You get to vote on polls, pick winners, which this was a second place in our poll. But either way, it's a lot of fun. We'd love to see you there. Otherwise, I say we get into this and go hunt for the Red October. Hunt for Red October. November of 1984, shortly before Gorbachev came to power, a Typhoon-class Soviet sub surfaced just south of the Grand Banks. It then sank in deep water, apparently suffering a radiation problem. Unconfirmed reports indicated some of the crew were rescued.
Oh, we going north.
But according to repeated statements by both Soviet and American governments, nothing of what you are about to see ever happened.
We're going to the North Pole.
Close.
He's Russian. He's got the hat on.
Near Murmansk.
Am
I subtitling this whole movie?
Mm-mm. Well,
We were just establishing that they were Russian.
He's a rover.
that's right. Plotting the man in the background. Wow. They look tiny compared to him. Love Sam Neill.
Para. New. Para.
Love it. Wow.
So is this a story about the crew that gets rescued, or is it the story of them finding the sub later on?
John McTiernan of Die Hard fame. Wow. Have you ever been on a sub? That's the name I was trying to hide.
I think there was one docked in San Francisco that, I gotta go in.
Okay. Ooh, that was so fun. The title card's awesome.
The change, yeah. What was that title, Greg?
The Hunt for Red October. I kept trying to add a the everywhere, like for the. Ah! Mr. Curry? Scott Glenn? Just the stacked cast. Jeffrey Jones. Wow. Just buried in the titles. It's
Yeah.
great. Yep.
Dang, okay.
Yep. Courtney Vance. Yeah, this is the first thing I ever saw Courtney Vance in for sure.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to see who's buried deep in these
Yeah, right.
titles
That's what
amongst
I'm
like
looking to.
5 people.
Wow.
have to leave again.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be upstairs sleeping.
Stanley keep waking me up.
Oh, Stanley.
Oh, I get it. Boy, are you getting heavy?
Don't let her pull more than the usual nonsense. 2 stories, 2 glasses of water.
Yeah, right?
Dr. Crusher.
Jane DeBont, it's the DP before he became a director.
Turbulence. Solar radiation heats the Earth's crust. Warm air rises, cool air descends. Turbulence. I don't like that.
Well, try to get some sleep anyway.
Yeah, she doesn't know what to do with that. Sorry, Jack.
There we go. A little bit right there.
I can't sleep on planes either, but just because I can never get comfortable.
Oh, I can pass out.
I'm jealous.
Not going to say I'm like, it's comfortable, but I could, hour flight home, I will.
Okay.
Something, I think it's the motion.
Yeah.
Dr. Ryan.
We had to establish he was scientific with that turbulence speak.
John McTiernan makes great thrillers. Just top notch.
CIA.
Yep.
Jack boy. Get yourself in here.
God.
You look like hell.
I love them in these movies.
Milk and sugar?
Milk and sugar. So how's Caroline? Last time I saw her was at your granddad's place in Maine, wasn't it?
She's fine. Send you her best.
And Sally.
She's fine.
What does she know? 3.
I still don't know why they changed her name for this, but that's fine.
Satellite caught Red October in Polyani Inlet this morning.
Yikes.
So this is the same Jack Ryan.
Yes,
in different.
correct.
Okay.
This is the first Jack Ryan book.
Oh, okay.
Yes. That's why I was confused, because his wife is Kathy. They called him Caroline in the movie, and I don't know why they had to change it. But yes, and this is also 1990, so still Cold War. Yeah. Soviet Union, obviously, is still a thing.
Like Beethoven on the computer. You have labored to produce.
Oh, those old printers.
A biologic.
A what?
A whale, Beaumont.
Dad's called it.
So he's got this music and he's got it out in the water and he's listening to it on his headsets and he's just happy as a clam. And then all hell breaks loose. There's a whole slew of boats out of San Diego.
Including one way out at Pearl.
All of a sudden, they start hearing Pavarotti.
What do I do?
I got it.
Right to business.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 0907. Designate contact number Sierra 35.
Captain I. What do you got, Jonesy?
It's a wild guess, but I'd say we had a boomer coming out of the bar. Could be a missile boat out of Polyani.
Okay, start your track. I'll be there in a minute.
Sonar eye.
As a little kid, I used to confuse him with Roy Scheider all the time and think he was the guy from Jaws.
Jaws.
Yeah, because the glasses.
Yes. I did it first too when he had his head bent, but then I knew it wasn't him. Damn, he's just commands the screen when he's on it.
Putin в Coyote. Goodbye.
That little bass is great.
But it sounds like it's underwater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's just...
Are they going to speak in Russian the whole time?
I don't want to say.
Okay.
Fair.
This vessel belongs to the people of the Soviet Union. Besides, if the KGB or the GRU has agents aboard, I will be the last to know.
Probably accurate.
They each have a set.
Yep.
Eyeing that pretty closely.
Having made contact, we are to run a series of drills. Tupolev will hunt us while we test our ship. Having evaluated the operational readiness of the Caterpillar drive, we are to return to Polyani on or about the 16th of this month. Captain, this is an historic moment for all of us. I should like to make a request.
Before you proceed,
I know it is
comrade.
not protocol, Captain, but would you permit me to post our orders and inform the crew of our mission?
Oh, yikes.
How is he going to explain that?
Oh, God. That face, just shock and betrayal. in pain.
But like, how is he going to explain that?
Simple.
Heart attack?
It's pretty slick.
How does that not set off something in a sub?
Right?
Or does he want it?
Dr. Petrov, report to my cabin immediately. There's been a dreadful accident.
Okay, so I think he's having some second thoughts about being loyal to the Soviet Union.
That's pretty cool looking. I don't know if they really built that or what, but...
How many times did he play Ryan?
Just one. And we'll talk about it at the end.
Okay.
He's still bitter about it.
Because everybody else that played Ryan did several.
They signed him for multiple pictures.
Okay.
Just to die from something as petty as slipping on tea.
Yeah, he slipped.
Come here. Come here. Your name?
Cook's assistant, Loganov's.
Yeah. Yeah. First thing I ever saw him.
They armed the missiles. Perhaps I should keep the key.
Thank you, that'll be all, Doctor.
Captain,
And when I address the crew, then you will understand. Petrov.
Sir.
I will try to forget your comments when I present my report.
Wow.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Everybody's in this. It's great.
12 knots at about 20,000 yards. You got a make on it? Computer's chewing on it, sir.
So it wasn't a whale.
I think the first one was.
Oh.
And then they just, yeah, because we heard it. I just love that he didn't even try for a Russian accent at all.
None of them did.
No.
Wow, that set.
Right? It's great.
No contacts, Captain. The sonar is clear.
Good. Do we have any surface contacts, Mr. Borigan?
No contact, sir. Scope is clear.
Good. Then it is time I explain our orders to the crew.
I can't imagine trying to do camera movement.
No, that's what I'm thinking when I said like that set.
Yeah, this is the 90s, so they had the big cameras.
When the world trembled at the sound of our rockets, well, they will tremble again at the sound of our silence. The order is engage the silent drive.
Aye, sir. Balance control. Open out the doors.
Yes, open all the doors.
Diving command. Engage Caterpillar and secure main engines.
I wonder what the original orders were.
And when we are finished, the only sound they will hear is our laughter. While we sail to Havana, where the sun is warm, and so is the comradeship.
That's all sailors need for motivation. That's it.
Caterpillar engaging.
It looks like he's on the Death Star.
Yeah, right?
What happened?
It went away?
Because they turned on the silent drive, right?
Is the American turning to follow us?
No, Captain. The American is continuing in his original course. Continuing northwest.
He can't hear us. Let them sing.
Oh man, turning the set or the camera.
Yeah.
It's great.
Can you imagine like when you had to be on there and like be quiet?
Yeah. It's crazy.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's
Be so embarrassed.
Sonar is working, Captain. The Russian disappeared. 1 minute he was steady, 4,000 yards off the bow, and then he was gone. And for a second, I thought I heard...
Singing?
I thought I heard singing, sir.
Singing?
Yep. Oh wow, it's way off. It's funny because in Snatch, I thought one of the characters was this guy.
Oh.
And I was very excited, but it definitely not. I thought that the big head jeweler was this guy.
There's a letter there from Marco Ramius.
Oh, Marco.
I've never been a smoker, but I can't remember. I can't imagine smoking first thing in the morning like that. That seems just wild. Yeah.
What the hell happened?
Come on. This is no longer a research project.
Wow.
I got a line on those doors.
Man, let's get Alec on a sub.
Yeah.
Where are we going anyway?
Briefing for Jeffrey Pelt. President's national security advisor. Most of the Joint Chiefs will be there, along with a few other people.
Wow.
Who's giving the briefing?
You.
You are.
Yeah. He hasn't slept in like 3 days.
Just give him a rundown on the sub and appraise you of the stuff in your hand. He's liable to ask some direct questions. Give him direct answers. Tell him what you think. Come on.
Wow. It's a tough room to go into cold.
The first to sail was this ship, we believe called the Red October, in reference to the October Revolution of 1917. A variant of the Typhoon class, she's some 650 feet long and 32,000 tons submerged displacement. Roughly the same size as a World War II aircraft carrier.
Who's the president?
It is possible that this new drive system allowed the captain, a man named Ramius, their senior and perhaps most respected commander, do we have his picture available? Allowed Ramius to elude one of our attack boats, the Dallas, which trailed Red October from harbor this morning.
Navy steward's on it. He had the pictures ready.
Look at him in the back, though.
Yeah.
That this drive system, if operable, could render the Red October undetectable to our SOSUS warning nets in the Atlantic.
Mr. Ryan, would you characterize this as a first strike weapon?
I love him too.
That is a possibility, sir. It is designed to approach by stealth and to shower its target with multiple independent warheads with little or no warning before impact.
Goddamn thing's made to start a war.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There are now some 58 nuclear submarines headed at high speed into the Atlantic. This constitutes the bulk of the Soviet surface fleet.
Admiral Greer, your conclusions?
Yikes.
The Soviet fleet sailed with orders to find Red October and sink her.
Sink her?
Oh my God, they've got a madman on their hands.
500 miles on the coast, we'll have less than 2 minutes more.
Yeah. I can't imagine how scary that would be.
So he wrote the letter to the guy. The guy's his wife's uncle. We don't know why his wife passed away.
Mm-hmm.
There could be some bitterness there against the government because of some of the things that she was writing in the books. So.
You son of a bitch!
You wish to add something to our discussion, Dr. Ryan?
I've been there in a writer's room.
There's another possibility we might consider. Ramius might be trying to defect.
Mm-hmm.
I mean to suggest that this man has
Proceed, Mr. Ryan.
Yeah.
He's Lithuanian by birth, raised by his paternal grandfather, a fisherman. He has no children, no ties to leave behind. And today is the first anniversary of his wife's death.
Wow, the first too, yeah.
You're just an analyst. What can you possibly know what goes on in this mine?
I know Ramius, General. He's nearly a legend in the submarine community. He's been a maverick his entire career. I actually met him once at an embassy dinner. Have you ever met Captain Ramius, General?
I love that slow.
Yeah.
Admiral Hollis, how long before Ramius could be in a position to fire his missiles at us?
4 days.
All right. I'll brief the president. That'll be all, gentlemen. Dr. Ryan, would you stay for a moment?
Jesus boy.
Speak your mind, Jack, the Jesus.
I love that he was already laughing.
I'm a politician, which means I'm a cheat and a liar. And when I'm not kissing babies, I'm stealing their lollipops.
At least he knows who he is.
That I keep my options open.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's assume for a minute that you're right.
Mm-hmm.
And this Russian intends to defect. What do you suggest we do about it?
We definitely grab the boat, sir.
Wow.
Figure out what can we do to help them. We need to devise a plan to intercede, ready to go at a moment's notice. And third, somebody's got to go out there and make contact with Ramius and find out what his intentions really are.
Okay, when do you leave?
Yeah.
The general was right. I am not field personnel. I am only an analyst.
You're perfect. I can't ask any of these characters to go. One, they don't believe in it. Two, they'd never stake their reputation on a hunch. Whereas you
are expendable.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
He's honest for a politician.
I'll give you 3 days to prove your theory correct. After that, we'll have to hunt down Ramius and destroy him.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever see Secret to My Success? Michael J. Fox?
Maybe.
That guy's in it, that's all.
Is that the one where he's trying to open a hotel?
No. He pretends to be an executive when he's just an intern.
Is that How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying as a movie versus the musical?
2/3.
Which I saw Ralph Macchio in, by the way.
Heading 205.
Look at Baby
Joke
Skarsgård.
for earlier.
Yeah.
Damn, Baby Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Baby Skarsgård. Like, he looks like it's more like his kids, Baby Skarsgård.
He does.
These orders are 7 bloody hours old.
Same voice, though.
All ahead flank. All ahead flank.
Inquire of the engineer about the possibility of going to 105% of the reactor.
7
hours.
Do you want to smoke on a sub?
It's crazy, right?
Like,
they all did back then, but yeah.
That's, yeah.
I would think it would be hell on the filters for their,
I mean, I guess once you started the habit, they can't stop it.
5% on the reactor possible, but not recommended.
Do it.
Go to 105 on the reactor.
And it's weird to put it out on the floor.
What is it? Where are we going?
We're going to kill a friend, Yevgeny.
Yikes.
We're going to kill Ramius.
So the Russians have figured it out. Right? That's why they,
Well, at least we know they're going to kill him, so... And we know he sent the letter. We don't know what was in the letter.
Mm-hmm. Funny he would tell them his plan, or make himself suspicious.
My wife said to wait him. Where did this man learn to cook? Afghanistan?
Oh.
Giselle, well, you remember how beautiful she was.
That Afghanistan joke doesn't lands differently on Americans in 2025.
Like they're all in on it.
Give him some time.
Yeah, they had to get rid of the doctor so they could talk.
Before we begin, Captain.
Both of them.
I'd like to know exactly what happened to Putin. He didn't sleep on his tea, did he?
I don't think I like your tone, Slavin.
What the hell's my tone got to do with it? We're risking our lives here.
Look, Putin could have caused complications. What did you think? He'd just go away and sulk while we carried out our plans? Is that what you thought?
Are you saying he was murdered? My God.
But murder, how can you
So
justify...
he was murdered. I have no problem with that. The man was a pig.
I get that.
Before we sailed, I dispatched a letter to Admiral Bedorin, in which I announced our intention to defect.
Sam's face.
Because now they can't turn on him.
Yep.
When he reached the New World, Cortez burned his ships.
Wow.
As a result, his men were well motivated.
Sam had to unbutton.
Our death warrants.
Bedorin will send the entire fleet.
He already has.
Was it ego, Captain?
We each have our reasons, Victor. My own began the day I was handed the blueprints for this ship. A ship which had but one use.
That's for sure.
For the rest, well, those are things that I alone must carry the burden for. You're afraid of our fleet. Well, you should be. Personally, I give us 1 chance in 3. And more tea anyway.
Wow. Nope, I'm good. I don't need to slip, thanks.
And you may report back to your post.
The engineer's my spirit animal. Him or Sam, I guess.
Captain, I would never disagree with you in front of the man, you know that.
Good man.
But in this case, Victor is right.
I know their tactics. I have the advantage. The worry is the Americans.
Believing them.
Yeah.
This will work. We get some buckaroo.
I love that cut so much.
Turbulence.
Yeah.
Oh, this is nothing. You could have been with us 5-6 months ago.
He's amazing.
Everybody's retching their guts out. The pilot shot his legs all over.
Oh
There's that chunky industrial waste too. Hey, you want to buy it?
Jack, next time you get a bright idea, just put it in a memo.
There you go. I'm just imagining all the PAs shaking that set underneath as they're shooting. Maybe they had a gimbal, but I doubt it.
All Lieutenant, thank you.
So is he going to get on Vance's sub?
How the guts over the fantail?
Well, not bad considering.
Oh, is that who it, the senator guy?
Yeah, Fred.
I recognize that voice.
I apologize for the uniforms.
It's amazing.
You work for Jim Greer?
That's right, sir.
Greer.
Yeah.
I imagine you'll tell me what all the hubbub's about.
Yeah.
Captain, you got a minute? Jonesy's got something I think you ought to see.
Martinez, get yourself a cup of coffee and have him send me in some tea.
Aye, Captain.
Bester, get a captain a cup of tea.
is great. All the books are great.
The moment that sub went silent and I thought I heard some singing, I heard something in the background, real faint. And then, after all those subs took off, I caught it again, and I managed to get it on tape.
Were they sending another signal?
The SAP's software was originally written to look for seismic events. And I think when it gets confused, it kind of runs home to Momo. Sir, I'm sorry. Listen to it at 10 times speed.
Yep. It's not
That's
magma.
gotta be man-made, Captain.
Exactly.
$40 million computer tells you you're chasing an earthquake, but you don't believe it. And you come up with this on your own.
Yep.
Including all the navigation there.
I've got all.
Relax, Jonesy. You sold me. First, take us to Periscope, Def. This week, gotta phone in.
Yeah.
Aye, Cap.
I love that look so much.
Good job, Jonesy.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, Jonesy.
If I can get you close enough,
can you track this sucker?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Now that I know what to listen for, I'll bag him.
What's his plan?
His plan?
Russians don't take a dump, son, without a plan. And senior captains don't start something this dangerous without having thought the matter through.
What's he gonna do? Sail into New York, pop the hatch, and say, "Here I am"?
That'd be great.
But in the middle of the North Atlantic, with 1 million tons of Soviet warships bearing down on us, they get a bit more complex.
Smoke?
I bet.
We're not at war, sir.
So the only way for this thing to work is for you to get them off the boat in such a way that they think we don't have it. They'll go back and report we don't have it to their bosses. Otherwise, this whole business is just academic, right?
Yes, sir. I think I see your point.
When's the last time you slept?
A week.
A while.
Chief outside will fix you up.
Thank you, sir.
Hang on, we just got a message.
Yeah.
You can't go to sleep yet.
It'll be dawn in a couple hours. We'll be in the CIC. Things liable to get a little dicey around here.
Yes, sir.
He's so angry, that dude. So upset.
You see that ring on his finger? The Academy, class of 72, a Marine.
You're kidding. How did you...
Greer told me. Summer of his 3rd year, he went down in a chopper accident in the Med. Bad. Pilot and crew killed. That kid spent 10 months in traction and another year learning to walk again.
Yep.
Did his 4th year from the hospital. Now, it's up to you, Charlie, but you might consider cutting the kid a little slack. Russians gonna find that sub before we get near it anyway.
Yeah. Just a collection of great voices in this movie.
Passing the twins now, Captain.
Very good. You may commence your run. Call me when you get to the first turning.
Aye, Captain.
Sam Neill just always looks like the nicest dude in the world.
May commence your run now.
Aye, sir. First leg on my mark.
He was in the room, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
2, 1, mark.
Diving command, course 260.
All the officers except for the doctor, basically.
Hey, Signori. Give me a stopwatch and a map, and I'll fly the Alps in a plane with no windows.
That's crazy.
The map is accurate enough.
Yeah, exactly. So many fun models.
We're in the lane and approaching first turn.
That set is amazing.
Yeah.
Captain, we are approaching the first turn. 25 seconds to course 1.
Increase speed to 26 knots and recompute.
What?
Navigator, recompute for 26 knots.
Turn on my mark.
You were cocky a second ago.
2, 1, mark.
Diving control, come left to 195.
Come left to 195.
Up on the bell plane.
What is Connery trying to do? Like, test it?
I think it's more that he just knows they need to get there, so they can't.
Slow down?
Yeah.
Like, he wants them to speed up? Okay.
But
Mr. Cameron?
it could be a little bit of that, too.
Come right to course 240, now at 8 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah.
6, 5, 4, 3.
Fasten his seatbelt.
15 degrees down angle on the bow planes. Come right, 240. Move it!
It's like a shark.
Yeah. Still here. Didn't hit a wall yet.
We're in the lane.
They must have put that set on a gimbal then.
Course 240.
Well, those are not noises you want to hear.
The cryogenic plant failed.
Reactor damage.
There was a power spike, but the reactor scrammed automatically.
Was there any core damage?
How long will it take to fix? I gotta find out what's wrong first. Could be a problem with the liquid helium or maybe the superconductors. Captain, we will have to stop until we can make repairs to the Caterpillar unit.
Negative. We'll run on normal propulsion.
Oh.
Make revolutions for 20 knots and engage the propellers.
Hi, Captain. The man will get us all killed.
Yeah. Don't let your intrusive thoughts out.
Doctor?
Tim's gonna figure something out.
But then, of course, I never was a sailor.
Mr. Ambassador, you have nearly 100 naval vessels operating in the North Atlantic right now. Your aircraft has dropped enough sonar buoys so that a man could walk from Greenland to Iceland to Scotland without getting his feet wet.
You make your point as delicately as ever, Mr. Pelt. But the sea has...
And what looks like an exercise could be a prelude to war.
True.
How can we tell the difference? Prudence demands that we deploy our ships to observe yours. It would be well for your government to consider that. Having your ships and ours, your aircraft and ours, in such proximity is inherently dangerous.
A little
Wars
bit.
have begun that way, Mr. Ambassador.
You haven't seen Lethal Weapons, right? Okay.
We have lost one of our submarines.
Lost it?
One is even the son of a Central Committee member. I cannot say which, of course.
You're telling me that this is a massive rescue operation?
That is correct.
I'm terribly sorry. How can we help?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm not sure that...
Perhaps a joint rescue mission?
Yeah, why not?
That is very gracious of you, sir. I'll pass your offer on. But at this time, I think we're doing everything that can be done.
Wow, that was great. That dude looks so familiar.
He looks like Josh Hartnett at
He
first glance.
Did a little bit.
Yeah.
The entire fleet will know where we are.
Captain, sonar. We've just been overflown by a low-altitude multi-engine turboprop.
Terrifying. Yeah.
Short transients close aboard. Water entry of small objects.
Sonar boys.
Battle stations.
Battle stations!
Is it the plane that's detected them, right? That's
Countermeasures. Prepare to launch a full spread.
Aye, sir.
Yikes.
You are authorized to launch the weapon.
that's Soviet.
Yeah. They're like, what are we doing? Why are we shooting our own thing?
Torpedo has reached countermeasures.
So it'll explode.
Massive approaching.
I think it just tries to lock onto it, but yeah.
35 seconds.
Oh my god.
30 seconds.
Turn it massive in 3, 2, 1, mark.
Torpedo impact 25 seconds.
The turn, Captain.
Not yet.
Mark plus 8 seconds. Plus 9.
Yikes.
He's gonna turn and let the torpedo go past him.
Sound collision.
Captain, we're out of the way.
You're relieved.
Yeah.
Borodin.
Let the man work.
12 seconds. 10, 9.
Navigator, mark your heading.
Oof. Nice work.
Captain, they're really shooting at us. Why?
Easy, boy. They were really shooting at us. We'd be dead by now.
Give me some line. Yeah.
It was a blank. There you go. It was a blank that made that huge explosion. Yeah, they all know. Oh god, they all look like babies too. They probably are.
I found out what happened to the Caterpillar. The buffer circuit has been torn out. It was only a matter of time before an overload shut down the whole Caterpillar.
What are you saying?
Somebody sabotaged it.
And you are to cripple a Caterpillar in a way not easy to find.
Captain, we have a saboteur on board.
Mm-hmm.
Go below. Putin's cabin. Check his files for information on the crew. We may have to put them off before we planned.
Do you know who it is?
The guy that was cleaning up at the beginning. What's his face? He's always a bad guy. The one that saw the exchange of, he made a witness the exchange of the keys.
The cook.
We have to do is figure out what he's gonna do. How is he gonna get the crew off the sub?
Yeah.
They'd have to want to get off. How do you get a crew to want to get off a submarine?
By sabotaging.
How do you get a crew to want to get off a nuclear sub?
What just happened? He's gonna think they're sinking.
His wingman kept requesting permission to fire. Somebody messes up in a situation like this, we're going to be in the biggest naval battle since the Jut.
I don't think Connery is coming out of this alive.
Water's too cold to eject. Air boss is going to try to bring it aboard.
Excuse me, sir. What's the sub
off by yourself?
Oh.
It's Bart Mancuso's boat. He's going to the bottom of Red Route 1. He's had an intermittent contact with what his computer calls a magma displacement. He's got this crazy idea
Like a seismic anomaly?
I suppose so. Why?
That's Red October.
Is there a way you could get me on board the Dallas?
Yay!
Ask him for it.
This business will get out of control. It'll get out of control and we'll be lucky to live through it.
Yep. That's the state of the world right now. Yeah. You got to, I guess, but with his history, I would not be happy about it.
But Dallas may not be there. We're trying to get a message to her, but if she's gone deep, it's done.
I still can't see him, like, as anything else but the nanny, like the butler.
At this water's temperature, you'll have about 4 minutes.
I'll try to remember that. Next time, Jack, write a goddamn memo.
Seen me shark eat an octopus. I ain't never seen no phantom Russian submarine.
But you about to.
I'm going to keep saying it. The music's awesome.
Do you think they would let me live in Montana?
Yeah, you get to hunt for dinosaur bones there. It's great.
Console, not crazy, Ivan.
All stop, quick, quiet.
All stop, aye. Answers all stop.
It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
So close.
Oh my gosh.
I miss the peace of fishing, like when I was a boy. 40 years I've been at sea.
Wow.
My wife died while I was at sea, you know.
That'd be very, very, very tough.
Target is now coming out of our starboard baffles. My read is that he's returning to base course.
Concur. He's returning to course 210. Right around us.
We'll give him another 30 seconds, then secure from silent running.
The way that scene was written was great. The intercutting between the really tense stuff and the exposition of the backstory. It's great.
What is it?
We're getting a visitor.
Yeah.
You're not going to believe this.
Fuel status, you've got a reserve, don't you?
Yes, sir, I've got a 10-minute reserve, but I'm not allowed to invade that except in time of war.
Mister, if you don't get me on board that goddamn submarine, that just might be what you'll have.
Yeah.
You got me? And you got 10 minutes worth of fuel, we stay here 10 more minutes.
I wouldn't argue.
Oh, yeah, Joe, I got a submarine at around 3 o'clock.
Who's that guy?
He looked familiar. He looked really familiar. That was great.
All right, Tommy, get the hook on his cable.
Oh.
It's like being the toy on the end of a claw machine. No, thank you.
Don't touch it.
Oh. Ow.
Tony, what the hell is going on back?
He's gonna, yep.
Dallas, have you got a swimmer ready?
Stop! Man overboard! Port side! Send out the diver!
Very well, Dallas. We are history.
Oh.
I feel like that should have just been the original.
Right? Yeah.
plan.
I wouldn't have tried with everything else. Just drop me and pick me up.
Get the dock down here. I'll be in the escape trunk.
Oh.
Down ladder! Down ladder! Make a hole!
The tight quarters are great.
The crew must have hated that.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to be aboard.
Wow.
I have to talk to the president.
Who is the president?
It seems that the initial reports that one of our submarines was missing were not completely accurate. The submarine in question is commanded by Captain Marco Ramius. Apparently, he has suffered a kind of mental or nervous breakdown.
Ooh.
Just before he sailed, he posted a letter to Admiral Yuri Badorin in which he announced his intention to fire his missiles on the United States.
That was a rescue mission. Now you want us to help you hunt him down, kill him.
Mm-hmm.
I have been instructed to ask your president for precisely that.
Wow.
And we already found him. We had to break off to come pick you up.
Coffee. Thank you. Cigarette?
No.
Well, Mr. Ryan?
Chief, excuse us for a second. Leonard, come on out of there.
Yeah. Gotta be careful.
The sub we're after is called the Red October. She's under the command of a man named Ramius. Now, there's the possibility that he and a good portion of his crew are attempting to defect.
Defect? Excuse me.
It's gotta be freezing.
It's surprised he didn't change out of his clothes. Or that he didn't wear something in case he did fall in the water.
Yeah.
Like more of a wetsuit.
Boat's called the Red October.
That's right.
Skipper's Ramius.
Right.
It seems the circumstances have changed somewhat, Mr. Ryan.
Nope.
Yeah.
So the U.S. is going with the false story now.
National Command Authority informs Soviet Typhoon-class submarine Red October under command of Marco Ramius as potential renegade and threatens independent missile launch. You are authorized to use any necessary force to prevent said submarine from approaching the coast of the United States.
Wow.
Lies.
Lieutenant is running study on course 265.
Them all getting their game faces on is great, though.
Quartermaster's navigator on the deck in the con.
Yeah. Jack, you're in the wrong spot.
Captain, I have to talk to you.
No. Tommy, make your depth 1,200 feet, 20 degrees down angle. 500.
Yeah.
600.
I don't need to see the depth.
Captain, please listen to me. 2 minutes, that's all.
Plot, time to intercept this track.
4 minutes, Captain.
You got 2 minutes.
Full safety eye, sir.
Captain, I know this man. Has he made any crazy Ivans?
What difference does that make?
Because the next one will be to starboard.
Why, because his last was to port?
No, because he always goes to starboard in the bottom half of the hour.
Flood tubes 1 and 2 assigned presets, warm up the weapons.
Captain, there has to be some way you can establish contact without violating your orders. I'm telling you, he wants to defect.
Mr. Thompson, call Chief Watson to the con with his sidearm.
Just a snap, that's all you need.
Console, crazy Ivan.
Yeah.
Captain, he's turning.
Which way is he turning, Jones?
To the starboard, sir.
Give the man a chance.
All back full.
Say again?
I said all back full.
Wow. Hi. We're here.
All stop.
Now he's going to reach out because he heard him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Open the outer doors. Firing point procedures. Now, if that bastard so much as twitches, I'm gonna blow him right to Mars.
Love that line.
Outer doors are open on tubes 1 and 2. We're ready to shoot.
Very well. My orders are specific, Mr. Ryan.
Captain, he has opened his outer doors and is preparing to fire.
Flood tubes 3 and 4 and plot a solution.
Aye, Captain. Flood tubes 3 and 4, flood solution. Flood 3 and 4. Shall I open the torpedo tube doors, sir? Captain, shall I open outer doors?
How's he talk to them?
No. Lock the firing solution into the computer. Do not open the doors.
Yeah.
Aye, Captain. Lock solution into computer.
Console, our target's flooded his tubes.
Has he opened his outer doors?
Negative, Captain. He's just sitting there. Hold on. Hold popping. Target's coming shallow.
What's that mean?
Talk to him. How?
Means he's a very cool customer, the Russian. He knows we're here, we're ready to shoot. He's not going to provoke us. He's heading to periscope depth to see what's on the surface. What's his course now?
Course is 270, Captain. Due west.
Bring us alongside him.
Aye, Captain.
So they're going to talk to each other across the ocean?
Contact is Typhoon 7 bearing 195.
Very well. Fire control, range to target.
I'm so excited.
300 yards.
Hi, we met at that dinner. You know?
I hope that's what that is.
We'll play along.
All right, it's fun.
Wow. Can you imagine? You're going to be in a movie with Sean Connery, but you're not going to have any scenes with him.
Weapons are armed. Tubes 3 and 4 are flooded, but outer doors are closed.
Mark this bearing.
I see you. You see me.
What do you want to say?
Will he be the only one looking through the periscope?
Probably.
Have a chance then. U.S. told you intend a missile launch. Break. Do not approach U.S. coast or you will be attacked. Break. If intention is other, will you discuss option? Break. Can he acknowledge with a single ping?
Yeah, he can. Question is, will he?
So crazy. I don't know, Morris. So.
Verify our range to target. 1 ping only.
Aye, Captain.
I'll be damned.
Yeah.
Now what?
If defection, someplace deep. Okay.
That looks deep.
Send him this.
You out of your mind?
Just send it.
It's great.
Tell me one thing. How'd you know he was going to go to starboard?
I didn't. I had a 50-50 chance and I needed a break. Sorry.
I love it.
That's all right, Mr. Ryan. My Morse is so rusty, I may be sending dimensions on Playmate of the Month.
We'll be happy with either one. It's fine. They've been at sea a while. Yeah. It's like, damn it, how'd they know so fast? That was great. That whole thing was great.
Re-verify or arrange the target. One ping only.
Captain, I just...
Give me a ping, silly. One ping only, please.
We just hit the jackpot.
Now he knows.
Yeah.
Now he knows.
Him absorbing that, Sean Connery absorbing that moment was just really well done.
The Russians want us to sink her. We might have to do that.
We must give this American a wide berth. Let us turn south.
Mr. Komarov.
Yeah, you've still got somebody trying to sabotage you on your sub.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It's 180.
And the entire Russian Navy looking for you, and the American, with the exception of one sub.
Who just walked past you?
It's almost Terminator, but not.
They are going to have to sink it, though. And I don't think Connery's walking off. Woo!
We have been sabotaged.
Who said anything about sabotage?
Captain! I'm afraid the doctor is right.
Very well. Surface. We'll evacuate the men to the deck.
So close. So close.
Oh, that looks miserable.
Yeah. There's a showdown coming.
Oh, that looks like they're on the real ocean, not a tank. I don't know if they were. I don't know how they shot it.
I don't know. There was a light that seemed reflective to me.
Red October. Red October. Halt and stay where you are. Do not attempt to submerge or you will be fired upon.
Captain, I think he means to board us.
You will go with the crew. The officers and I will submerge beneath you and scuttle the ship.
Damn.
You'll receive the order of Lenin for this, Captain.
It's great. He just became a legend. Oh, he already was, but...
He's going down, sir. Put a shot across his bow. Come right in 180.
Wow. That guy sounded like he eats war for breakfast.
But wait, he still wants the U.S. to come get him. He's letting everybody go, but they're still firing upon him. Were they notified by Dallas yet? That's where I'm confused. Because all the U.S. was told to shoot them, so.
He's ready. Seahawk 1, release on my command. Drop. Now.
Yikes.
Range to target, 900 yards, 800 yards, 700 yards, 600 yards, 500 yards.
The ring, is that Alec?
400 yards.
No.
300 yards. The torpedo is detonated.
Understand, Commander, that torpedo did not self-destruct. You heard it hit the hull, and I was never here.
Yep.
Contact Dallas. Give them the go.
They're focusing on the ring, and
Dallas, this is Reuben James.
Yeah. It's great. They bring it all back.
Yeah. That the thing they were talking about in his office, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Central Intelligence Agency.
Was his ultimate goal to give the U.S. the ship too?
Mm-hmm. I mean, we'll find out, but yeah.
But that was what his original plan was.
The Mystic requests clearance for launch.
So this is the little ship on top of the ship.
Yeah, because if we have the same technology, it takes it off the board for the Russians, is the thought.
Yeah.
Flood the skirt out. Skirt's filled and equalized.
I do not want to be in that tiny sub.
I love that Courtney is, though.
Yeah.
Come on, Jonesy.
Thrusting port.
It's pretty cool.
Because that's the Dallas.
Yeah.
And then so that ship brought that over to them. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, you could get it anywhere in 24 hours. And it had been 20, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
At least pick them up. Don't make him paddle.
600 yards in closing.
Roger, steer right to course 075.
400.
And along came Skarsgård.
Yeah, we haven't seen him.
We haven't seen Skarsgård, and he's going after his friend, so.
Hit the line.
That guy. I forget his name. Wow. It looks like a city.
Jesus, that's a big sucker.
Hmm.
Okay, we're in position.
Have soft sealed. You can open the hatch.
Hold it a second.
It connects to there, so they go boat to boat.
Mr. Ryan,
He's defecting.
and he can't change his mind.
Yeah. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Willing to bet your life on that?
Yeah.
Sir, could you hand me that hammer?
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Sounds like Iron Man there.
Привет! Сюда, сюда. Спускайтесь осторожно. Да, сюда, сюда. Имейте в виду, что решив здесь никогда не ступал нога американцев. Капитан вас ждет.
Who speaks Russian? God, they're all getting off?
Yeah.
Y'all, I don't think this is...
Вот на лодке Красный Октябрь. Капитан вас ждет.
Well,
That would be...
if Ryan took the gun, then maybe he's gonna fight with the saboteur.
Yeah, I can't imagine how weird that would be. The people you've been trained to hunt and kill for your entire military career. Now you're on their bridge.
The scene everybody was waiting for on set.
Yes.
Is today.
Счет.
Yeah.
Ключет. Извините, una минутка.
Thanks.
Пожалуйста.
Thought he didn't smoke.
Смотри, позеленел чудак.
Yeah. Aw, someone had to break the ice.
Who speaks Russian?
Yeah. The two captains just eyeing each other.
So funny.
Ryan speaks Russian.
Hope the CIA guy would.
Seems to think you're some sort of cowboy.
New по-русски.
Немного. Полезно знать, что думает противник.
His accent sounds pretty good.
Не правда ли?
It is.
I doubt you'd remember, but we met once at the consulate in Leningrad. Along with your wife. I'm very sorry.
It's great.
What gives you the right to fire on my ship? Your signal said nothing of a torpedo.
Ryan?
It was necessary to maintain the illusion for your crew.
My crew are being rescued, yes?
As we speak.
You sent the signal.
That's correct, sir.
Then how did you know our reactor accident was false?
Well, that was a guess, but it seemed logical.
Yeah.
Very well. I present you the ballistic missile submarine Red October. My officers and I request asylum in the United States of America.
That's awesome. It's a great shot.
Bart Mancuso, USS Dallas.
Torpedo! The Americans are shooting at us again.
Pitch is too high. The torpedo's Russian.
What do you mean another torpedo?
Skarsgård.
She's good. Awesome.
So now what don't I... On the far side of the target. It's past Red October before it arms.
You had the wrong range. Fire again with the right settings. And reload both tubes.
Melican, get me power.
Get
Yeah.
Get off.
Hey, I think somebody just shot a torpedo.
Why are you staying?
Where am I supposed to go?
Why would they stay?
They can't get off in time. They need to...
So they're letting that guy go and they're not going to get everybody else in the other thing? Why wouldn't you do that?
I mean, they came for the boat, but yeah.
Morgan, fire control. Ryan, sit here.
I'm not a naval officer. I'm with the CIA.
CIA?
Yeah.
I'm not an agent. I just write books for the CIA.
Whatever. Sit down. I'll do exactly what I tell you.
DSRV's away. There's a Russian Alpha about 8,000 yards to starboard.
Captain, I think it's a Konevalov.
It's so fun seeing them work together.
Yes. This is fun.
Yeah.
That knob, turn right full.
All ahead flank, right full rudder.
Flank, right full.
He's shooting again, sir. Go to battle stations. Battle stations.
Yeah.
But at least all the American ships know Red October has defected. Okay.
Steady bearing still 315.
Estimate range 6,000 yards.
Still 315.
Steer right to list reach 315.
No, that's wrong. Ryan, don't turn that goddamn wheel.
3, 1.
I don't know who I listened to in that. Sean Connery or Scott Glenn, both legends.
I mean, he's already risked so much. Why would he try and kill himself right now?
Yeah.
You're heading straight into that torpedo.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
What? He's turned right into the torpedo's path.
What?
Red October's turned directly into the torpedo's path, sir.
Mother of God.
He's headed right into the torpedo. What's he trying to do, kill himself? Thompson, we have a firing solution on the Russian Alpha. Can we shoot back?
They didn't shoot at us. I can't attack a Soviet submarine without authorization.
Yeah. This is a bad situation for everybody.
315. Best range 900 yards.
Torpedo impact 20 seconds.
Are they going to go under it?
What
Or are
books?
they going to shoot it?
What books?
Pardon me?
What books did you write?
I wrote a biography of Admiral Halsey called The Fighting Sailor.
Love that title.
I know this book.
Torpedo impact.
Your conclusions were all wrong, Ryan.
10 seconds.
Halsey acted stupidly.
He's writing in the comments section. It's great. Whew.
I'll be damned.
Thank you.
Right now, Captain Tupolev is removing the safety features on all his weapons. He won't make the same mistake twice.
Wow.
That's what it sounded like, sir.
Yeah.
Won't change his mind, huh, Ryan? It's gotta be one of the crew.
Well, whoever he is, I'd say he's having second thoughts.
Uh-oh. No, Sam got hit. I knew when he did the Montana story he wasn't making it.
I would like to have seen Montana.
You get to in Jurassic Park.
Captain, he's doubled forward into the missile bay. We're showing a silo hatch warning. Port side,
Oh
number
my
20.
God.
You can't launch a missile.
No, but he can blow one up.
Yikes.
Captain, take the con.
Fire control's blasted to hell.
Then get in behind him and stay there.
Captain, wait. You may need this, sir.
Love it.
Thank you.
Ryan's going with him.
Don't just stand there, Ryan. Go with him.
Jonesy, Captain, torpedo broke up on impact.
God damn it! I want the safety range set for 0 now. Captain, I cannot go any faster.
We must get him before he gets to the ignition circuits.
Oh, God. Ow.
Hey, Ryan. Be careful what you shoot at.
Most things in here don't react too well to bullets.
Right.
It's great. Oh my God. What's terrifying is each one of those is a nuclear missile.
I have to be careful what I shoot.
It's funny because I can't do impressions at all of anybody, but I could. That one line as a little kid of Sean Connery, be careful what you shoot at, most things in here, do that all the time as Sean Connery. Can't say anything else, but I can say that.
Right full rudder. I'll shake the man loose.
He's going deep.
30-degree down angle. 5,000 kilos pumped
All the
out.
countermeasures were over there, right?
Dive.
Very well.
No way to fire back, no countermeasures, and it's not your boat, and everything's in Russian. Yeah.
It's just too quick. It's only a matter of time now, sir.
The profile of the Alpha looks so cool, though.
Some things in here don't react well to bullets. Yeah, like me. I don't react well to bullets.
Okay, so I guess I do a Alec Baldwin doing Sean Connery, because that's what mine sounds like, not like Sean.
Work light.
Yeah, right?
What was that there for?
Ow. Yeah. Ow. I don't know what that was spraying on him, but that can't be good.
Max bearings on fire.
They're too close. Concussion.
Don't argue with me. Launch the weapon.
Torpedoes are armed in the tubes, Captain. He cannot.
Shoot now! Another torpedo, Captain. It went active the moment it was launched. It's acquired us and is homing.
Left full rudder. He's off in your bow planes.
Yes, sir. I think he's got us. Way to go, Dallas!
That's great.
The other sub just like threw it off.
Yeah, have it chase them.
Yeah.
Closing, you've done it, Mr. Thompson.
I hope to Christ this works.
Yeah.
All right, Chief. Put us on the roof.
Countermeasure station on my mark. 5, 4.
Oh, it's so close.
Release countermeasures. Emergency flow. Full rise. Fair water plane.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
500 feet. 450.
Come on, Big D.
400 feet.
Oh my god.
They think that.
That torpedo's still active. It's searching for another target now.
I love how they're cheering when they're on the boat of the Americans. They think they're fighting.
Yeah.
Goddamn cook. Estafeta pecoye.
Just shoot him.
Yeah, don't let him do that.
Oh, they're gonna get a hit, and he's gonna. Nope, not gonna happen because you're gonna hit the blow of the torpedo first. Oh, I was wrong.
We're turning straight at him. Torpedo's still on our tail.
Take it back to him.
The hard part about playing chicken is knowing when to flinch.
Collision in 400 yards. 350. 300.
Do they go down or do they go up?
Right full rudder, 30-degree down.
This one's gonna be close.
Oh my god.
Torpedo, dead ahead.
You arrogant ass. You've killed us.
That was amazing. Just enough time to tell him you screwed us all. Oh my god. Yeah. Those poor guys.
So now they think their sub is down.
Perhaps in the future the technology will be available for a more thorough investigation of the wreckage. Perhaps.
I love that they both know they're full of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
There is another matter, one that I'm reluctant to. One of our submarines, an Alpha, was last reported in the area of the Grand Banks. We've not heard from her for some time.
Andre, you've lost another submarine.
It's amazing. I love that.
I didn't think Connery was going to get out of this.
Yeah.
But just Sam Neill.
My grandfather taught me to fish off that island right over there.
That's all he wants to do is he wants to fish.
Mm-hmm. There is one question you haven't asked me yet.
Just one.
Why?
Well, I figured you would tell me when you were ready.
The wife?
Now, there are those who believe we should attack the United States first, settle everything in one moment.
Mm-hmm.
Red October was built for that purpose.
When the dust settles from this, there's going to be hell to pay in Moscow.
Perhaps, maybe some good will come from it. A little revolution now and then is a healthy thing, don't you think?
Yes.
The green screen on that is killing me.
Yeah, because the rest of the movies look so great.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 40s movie.
Welcome to the new world, sir.
It's awesome.
What do they do now? Just give them fake identities or new identities? Because,
Yep.
yeah. He fell asleep on the plane.
And?
Stanley got a big brother.
Aw, awesome. Awesome. And we're back. We just finished watching The Hunt for Red October. First thoughts.
I didn't realize it was a Jack Ryan movie, and I have never not been a fan of a Jack Ryan.
Okay, right before we get to the movie, that was going to be my first question. How many of those movies have you seen?
You'd have to name them for me because I kind of forget, but I definitely watched the whole series.
Okay, so you saw all the Harrison Ford ones?
No. I saw the whole series.
Oh.
The new TV series.
Okay, with
for
Krasinski?
sure. I can tell you for sure I saw that.
Okay. Have you seen Patriot Games with
No.
Harrison Ford? Clear and Present Dangers with Harrison Ford?
No, I've never seen a Harrison Ford Jack Ryan.
Okay, perfect.
I'm pretty sure.
Did you see the one with because I know you like him, Chris Pine, Shadow Recruit, I think it was called.
I have not.
Okay, this is excellent. This is music to my ears, I should
Yeah.
say. Okay, well, let's focus
I
on
thought
the
I
movie.
had seen more Jack Ryan. I feel like
Okay.
maybe there's one. But anyway, I've definitely seen all of the TV show. So that was fun. Didn't realize that Alec Baldwin was the OG of the Jack Ryans. Totally thought that Connery was going to be one of the sacrifices, not just Sam Neill. But you knew one of them was going down. And Sam Neill for sure, once he did his whole speech on Montana, I was like, oh, you're dead.
Yeah. Kiss of death.
You know, again, for the naysayers out there who think that I have seen these things before, the reason why I guess the cook is because obviously I'm seeing this movie so much later. That guy gets used a lot, and that's what he's like. That's the character. I think he was actually he was the assassin in Bodyguard.
Correct.
He's done that. So this is
And this, I do not think this influenced you on a conscious level at all.
Mm-hmm.
But we've had, I think, 2 references in other movies we've watched specifically to that moment.
So many people you're gonna have to credit check for sure, but like that they played very similar characters to other things, and it felt a little Die Hardy too because of certain members of that cast. A lot of people that are those voices that you can't forget: James Earl Jones, Courtney Vance, and then is Scott Glenn the senator?
No, sorry, that's Fred Dalton.
Oh yeah, Fred Dalton. So all these names, you recognize them by voice immediately. Yeah, now I'm really bummed that I never got to see James Earl Jones as Greer again either.
Well, that's funny that you said. That's why now I'm
Because that's why I know
why
I know Greer.
Because it's funny, that is such a dividing thing with the show. I will segue slightly. The show on Amazon with John Krasinski, they reinvented Greer. In the books, Greer was always that James Earl Jones mentor figure. In the show, they wanted it to be more of a buddy cop dynamic, so they had to change it.
And they lowered his status.
In all the books, he was always the mentor. He was always in my mind reading the books. Granted, because I was a little kid, like I always pictured James Earl Jones as Greer, but that's because of these movies.
I loved the transition in the very beginning from speaking Russian to switching over, because I was like, how authentic are we making this? And good props to them for learning the bit of Russian that each of them had to learn. I thought that was a great way to do it.
Yep.
But I'm still cracking up that like, hey, we met before. I'm still cracking up that was actually part of it.
But when you said it, I immediately pictured them doing it on the bow, like
like hey, that to me is an SNL skit, like waiting to happen. That was great. I think the only moment for me was the terrible like green screen, and I'm just wondering if it just we're watching it on a smaller than it probably looks a bit better on.
No, it stood out in the movie.
Okay,
it was. I think they were going for moonlight.
Yeah, it's just it was too much of a glow behind him too. So I would love to know an epilogue of what happened to the Russians as they went.
There is a whole book about it, but I don't know. It's like one of the newer books, but
I can't believe I've never seen that.
Me either.
And
like you said, it does have a lot of crossovers to Die Hard from the director. Obviously, same director, Fred Dalton showing up. I praised the music the entire time, and I can't remember the composer. I'll have to fact check it, but the music was amazing throughout. Right. I said it in the intro, and I'll say it again. This is one of the earliest memories I have of being in a movie theater, at least being able to fully understand and appreciate the moment. And I just remember how excited everybody was to see it. I mean, it got a standing ovation at the end, which where I grew up, that happened at movies sometimes, because I don't know, it's weird, but like it was like a big deal. People loved it, and it still holds up to me.
Yep. No, it does. It holds up.
Also, I would be very curious in the comments below if you want Des and I to watch more of the Jack Ryan stuff, the Harrison Ford movies, and then, of course, there's the Chris Pine movie. I actually like all 3. I think you would love all 3.
Oh, I think, I don't have any doubt that I would enjoy them.
So if you guys want us to see that, drop some comments down below.
It's reminding me very much of, oh my gosh, why am I blanking?
Oh, Jason Bourne?
Jason Bourne movies, yeah.
It was it's funny you say that. Sorry, I'm a nerd. I'm a book nerd, so I'm going to talk about it. That's obviously one of the parallels that gets drawn a lot with Tom Clancy and the author who did, I think it's Ludlum that does the Bourne movies or the Bourne books. But it was very much in line with those movies, but rather than being the action star, Jack Ryan was always supposed to be the thinker.
Right.
So it's it's like hand in glove. But we hope you enjoyed watching this with us. We enjoyed watching with you. If you like what we're doing here, hit all those buttons down below. It helps us a ton. It really does. Cost you nothing to hit that like button, drop a comment. Subscribe. You can see more of us. If you want to see even more of us, join our membership or Patreon, where you get all these cuts earlier. You get our full unedited, uncut reactions. You need your own movie, but it's a lot of fun. Plus, get more polls, more interaction with us, and a great community there. We're having a lot of fun. We'd love to see you there. But until next time, check out our next video. See ya.
Bye.